UFC 309 was just announced this past weekend during the 306 broadcast at the Sphere. 309 will be headlined by Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic. This will be taking place at Madison Square Garden this November. Now, the entire build-up to this fight is kind of wild and kind of unexpected in the sense that we don't even know if the fight's going to happen. Last year, it was supposed to happen in November at MSG with Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic fighting for the title in the main event, but it didn't happen, fell through. It's been an entire year, and now finally it has been announced again. It has been long speculated that this will be Jon Jones's last fight, and Stipe's definitely Stipe's last fight. He wants to fight for the belt one more time. Say what you will about the fight being put together. I think it's a little bit silly, the whole thing. Two guys that are older in the latter stages of their career that are not performing at their best anymore, just wanting to get it done. It clearly seems like a bid for GOAT status for Jon Jones, a bid for pound best for Jon Jones, taking advantage of the casual fans and just getting a legacy win against Stipe, aging Stipe, 45-year-old Stipe. But Jon Jones at the Sphere was caught up in an interview, and shout out to Spinning Backfist. I know they did not get the footage of this, but they posted this, and let me play the video for you. Here's Jon Jones' response to the UFC 309 announcement headlined by him and Stipe.
And how you feeling? You look in shape? You ready for November?
I feel great, yeah. I feel really good. Is this 50 pounds lean and strong?
Is this your retirement?
All right, so he feels great. He feels lean, 250 pounds of lean, strong muscle. He's ready to go. He's in the best shape of his life. He's basically what he's saying. What he says next, though, is the key piece here.
Your retirement fight in November, or no, you got more?
It's going to be the last time.
Hear what the guy said? Is this your last fight, Jon? Is this your last fight? Remember, there's a guy, Tom Aspinall, waiting in the wings. The interim title holder, waiting in the wings for Jon Jones. Here's what Jon Jones has to say to the question of, will this be your last fight, Jon?
Retirement fight in November, or no, you got more?
It's going to be the last time.
It's going to be the last time? Hey, you're a legend. Hey, thank you. It was an honor. You're a legend.
My pleasure. Yes.
And
what did he just say? This will be my last time. This will be the last time. More than likely will be the last time. This shifty-eyed look.
Hey, you're a legend. Hey, thank you. It was an honor. You're a legend.
My pleasure. Yes.
Dismissive, very off the show, off the cuff, nonchalant. Yeah, this is definitely my last one. Oh, for sure. Most definitely. Tom Aspinall is the interim heavyweight champion, has defended the heavyweight title, has defended the interim title belt, okay? Has defended the interim belt. Let me say that one more time for you guys. Tom Aspinall is sitting here waiting in the wings. Casual MMA fans will not be paying attention to this. They will see Jon Jones, the guy who's got a ton of finishes, who's been around forever, who was the youngest champion of all time, who has all these records and accolades. They will see that and go, oh, Jon Jones. I got to see that. I got to tune in for that one. They will see Stipe. Oh, that guy who's the best heavyweight of all time, right? Ooh, this has got to be one of the biggest fights of all time. This has got to be one of the best fights of all time. This has got to be one of the most meaningful fights of all time, right? That's what the casuals... This is exactly why Dana White is campaigning for Jon Jones to be the GOAT, to be the pound-for-pound best right now. That's why Jon Jones is campaigning right now for Jon Jones. This is why we're upset with Dana White, because it's going too far. We understand that you have to promote and campaign and promote Jon Jones as the best fighter in the world to promote this fight, to get this fight going, to get this fight off the ground, to get pay-per-view buys. We understand that, but he's taking it way too far and too personally. He's disparaging his defending interim title holder, Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall has beaten the likes of Volkov, who is on a run in and of himself. He is a top 5 fighter, has beaten some of the best guys in the world. Tom Aspinall did away with him in just 2 rounds. Just 1 round. I'm mixing shit up. Tom Aspinall's better than my mind even can comprehend. You understand what this is? Do you understand how good Tom Aspinall is right now? He beat Volkov in a round by submission. He then defeated later Sergey Pavlovich, who was the baddest, most dangerous guy, most dangerous knockout artist at the time, finished him in 1 round in 2 minutes, knocked him out clean. So that's Volkov, one of the top 5 best in the world, beating everybody, to beat Sergey Pavlovich, who's one of the best in the world, knocking out everybody, beat him. And then he fights one of the best wrestlers, one of the most well-rounded fighters, Curtis Blaydes, a top 3 perennial contender for the belt. Curtis Blaydes beat him with ease in the first round. And this guy isn't deserving of just being bumped up into a title shot? We want to do Stipe, 45 years old? We want to backtrack and go back to Stipe, who hasn't fought in 4 years? That Stipe? I love Stipe. Okay, don't get me wrong. Stipe is a great fighter. But he hasn't fought in 4 years, much less won a fight since 2020 against Daniel Cormier, who's now retired, who's now commentating, who's getting fatter by the day. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect to DC, but you understand what I'm saying. Like, this is the train of the UFC. This is the train of thought that is going through Dana White's head, and he's going, oh yeah, this is absolutely perfectly fine. Let's just sell it. MMA fans are not going to rail and get into Jon Jones as much as they need to here. Get into the UFC. Just complain as much as we need to. Campaign against this. Boycott this as much as we need to. This is absolutely ridiculous and outlandish what they're doing to Tom Aspinall. I do not approve. I don't understand. I get the legacy fight. You could strip Jon Jones, since he said it himself. He's going to retire. So if Stipe wins, he's going to retire with the belt. The belt's going to be up in the air. What are they going to do with the interim belt? I don't know. Ask the UFC. If Jon Jones wins, he's going to take the belt right off into the sunset, retire. Then the belt's up for grabs. What are they going to do with the interim belt in that case? Not sure. Exactly the same point. So, where does that leave us? Tom Aspinall should be promoted to the official, undisputed title holder at heavyweight, right? If these guys are both going to retire, why not just have a legacy fight at MSG? 2 of the biggest, well-known, heaviest fighters of all time, Jon Jones, Stipe, the 2 best at light heavyweight and heavyweight. Sure. Why don't you just have a legacy fight? Promote Tom Aspinall, have him fight in December for somebody else, against somebody else. If both of these guys are clearly going to retire, if you still want to do this fight, fine, do it. Go ahead. But promote Tom Aspinall. Give him what he deserves. He has earned much more than Jon Jones, who has only, since coming back, beaten a Cyril Gane, who has then gone on to do what? Absolutely nothing since the loss. So, let me know what you guys think. What should we do here? What should we do to Jon Jones? Stipe, kind of just the outlier bystander in this situation, doesn't really deserve any of the hate here. Like, good for him. He's getting the fight. Whatever. I don't think he should, but he's getting it. Good for him. Whatever. But the question is, what should we do with Tom Aspinall, who's clearly the best fighter here? Because Jon Jones dropping out now means that there's still Tom Aspinall. And yes, will there always be the next contender whenever somebody retires? Yes, but Tom Aspinall's that last guy. Jon Jones is not 40 years old yet. He could beat Stipe and then go on to fight Tom Aspinall very easily and cement himself as the GOAT if he could beat a Tom Aspinall. But I fear that this is not what's going to happen, and clearly this is not what is going to happen. Jon Jones is running scared, ducking Tom Aspinall. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the next one.